Hello, everybody. Welcome to our midweek podcast from Level Up Academy. Today is the beginning of May. We're going through from spring. You still see beautiful flowers in America everywhere. From spring, we're going to go into summer and it's going to be hot in San Diego for sure. Right now, it's warming up. Today, we're going to be talking about wellness and probably we're going to talk about growth and community throughout May. Don't forget Mother's Day. We'll have Mother's Day celebration next week, May 8th. And I'm not going to be on location, okay, next week. It's not going to be on my studio. I'm actually going to be meeting someone from Australia, a LinkedIn connection from Australia. So I am going, and she's a scientist. So I'm going to be having some good times. We're going to meet at the mall. Where else? Right. And we're going to have a live stream at the mall. So wish us luck by then. But I love meeting new connections. I love meeting LinkedIn connections. So this will be fun. What I'm going to do today is talk about wellness, and definitely one of them is mental wellness, right? But before that happens in our conversation, let's get some groove on. Are you ready? Let's shake some hands, some bodies, and let's start our midweek. Yep, hands up. Shake the little fingers. Shake the little body. Let's go. Right? You can't be sitting in your chest right now and not bumping. Let's bump, people. Let's go. You can probably hear my dogs going crazy because my gardener is here. All right. I'm going to do different things today for sure. I'm going to start B-rolling in the middle of the conversation around 9:30, right? In the 30 minutes round, I'm testing. You know me, I'm always testing. But before we start, I wanted to share, okay, today is the last day, guys, to be in our anthology with my sister, Susanna. Moving beyond boxes. Okay, right here. Today is the last day. The journey to self discovery. You guys saw that our this book right here, Beyond Boundaries. It hit number one international bestseller in 12 hours in 5 countries. And that was really amazing and still going. We are still needing, I'm actually trying to, so when you buy this book, it's on my website also. We are trying to buy trees to plant in Madagascar, and I'm trying to make a forest. 27 trees is what I'm trying to do in Madagascar. Africa, I have a lot of students in Africa, so I love my students and I'm trying to help out within their area. Obviously, maybe next time we'll do Canada or US, but right now I love Madagascar. I think that movie, the Move It Safari movie, it really made me want to like, okay, Madagascar it is. And so we have one tree planted right now and a certificate for Crystal from Evertreen. Evertreen also is planting everywhere. And Hewlett Packard is one of their biggest sponsor to buy trees and for them. So I'm trying to help out in that capacity. We're also helping United Nations with the environment and giving back jobs to farmers in that region of Africa. So that's where our book sales is going to be going for those trees, right? And then right now we're talking about moving beyond boxes, the journey to self discovery. And you're going to say, CJ, what's the benefit of being in your anthology? There's so many people offering anthology. One differentiator, hello, it's me. Come on, right? Honestly, that's not the selling point. The selling point is that we give you time. We love collaboration. You'll get video recommendations and also recommendations on my LinkedIn on the people who were co-authored with us slowly coming in. Jackie, sister, I got your video. I'm going to put it in on my YouTube because more people should definitely leave legacies by writing. The hour of getting for free chapter ended last Sunday. So if you didn't get into our show on Sunday, so the freebies are already done. We did give scholarships to people to come in to write because we believe in your story. And then the benefit also is you'll be on my TV show. Remember, TV show, I pay for the network, so you have to pay to come in. But if you're in our anthology, it's free for you. Radio show, it's free for you. I'm on Audible podcast, Spotify, Apple, you name it, in 90 countries and nations. You get into that. And also possibly the radio show at Block 105. And then this book, The Beyond Boundaries, is on 800 press releases. 800 press release. Okay. Including Google, Yahoo, Bing, Jeeves, Ask. Pretty much everywhere you can find it. I have all the links that I'm going to show you today. But today is the last day to be in our anthology. I'm also doing a magazine call for business owners and business leaders out there. Okay. If you are a business owner and you're a business leader and you want a differentiator that you can afford, because some magazines out there will cost you $50,000 to be in their magazine, right? For me, it is a nominal amount. And if you're in the US, I can probably mail you a copy. Magazines, I didn't realize it's so expensive to print it out. No wonder they do digital. But you can do both. Mostly digital for me. I'll put you in. This is the one that I did March, and in June I'm also going to do the magazine again. And I don't know who's going to be in the cover of the magazine. Obviously, our book has to be the cover of magazine in March, but in June, don't know who's going to be in the cover. And you can get a physical form again if you're in the US. Okay. So when it comes to our book, this is what I'm doing. This is my goal. This is if you want to buy trees as well on your own, right? To help out the community, the world, feel free. That's the website, evertreen.com, company level up. And this is the United Nations up there, quality of education, reduce inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, climate action, life on land. These are 5 of the 18 goals that United Nations have that we're hitting just by buying this book. Okay. And then I want to make sure I can highlight my sister Danielle. We're still needing your help. We are a community. If you have any help that you need, DM me. I'll be happy to also put you up in here. So no problem. And today I'm going to go over, I'm looking for sponsors, guys. Our TV show has gained momentum. Our live stream in 2.5 months has 1.3 million impressions. Let me tell you, I can't do it alone. So I'm super proud of you people on YouTube. Thank you so much. 1.3 million impressions. What? Right? And I'm telling you, I've been only in YouTube a short amount of time. And I just hit 1 year, literally. And so thank you for those who you support. Thank you for love. Thank you for your support. And please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Okay. Okay. So I'm looking for sponsor. If you different ways. You could do one image on Wednesday live, which is today. Remember, Wednesday shows for me is freebie for my community. I don't charge on those. One image in all three shows. That means you will be on Roku, Amazon Fire, LG, Samsung, YouTube, right? And also on the internet with our TV network, which has a like 120 something shows now. It's like the Netflix, literally, right, of TV. You could put it one image in all three shows. You could create a video for your business, 1 minute, and you'll be on three shows per week all month. And if you add a podcast, you could also be it for 60 seconds for the month. I'll put you in my podcast as well. All right. So I am looking for sponsors. Let me know if you're interested or if you know somebody who is interested on that. We're talking about press release. I have this. People are like, CJ, what industry do you have for your press release? I have a press release room. I also have Couture Magazine, meaning I can get you in any magazines, Forbes, Entrepreneurs, LA Weekly, you know, Bloomberg, anywhere you want, one by one. Or this is my new one I just got like a week and a half ago or last week. Literally, I can create one press release. And remember, when you do press release, I write for you, right? You literally could be in all of these plus more. But this is the industry that I have. So just keep a look in the industry and keep a look on the countries that you will be: Asia, Africa, North America, Latin America, Europe, Middle East, Russia. Here's the thing. Do you see Antarctica in there? No Antarctica, huh? Yeah, I'm having a hard time with 7 continents too. I can get 6 continents. Anyhow, these are all the industry. If you notice, I pretty much covered all that industry. And I'm going to show you. Let's see if I can share my screen. The press release that I'm talking about. Okay, so these are press releases. Oops, that I have in here. Look, let me see. All right. So these are the press release that you will be in. You'll be in Google News, AP News, California Newswire. Well, California because I'm in California. Wherever you are, I can put you in that. But Google, Yahoo, Bing, and Ask. These are four search engines, right? They also you can share it on Facebook, Twitter if you have Twitter or X, and also on LinkedIn. These are my categories that I put in. I can put in any categories depending on which industry you're in. So this is specific what I ask. Business today, education, lifestyle, international organization news, corporate social responsibility, and book publishing. You see all of these right here, AP, California, all of these that you click, all of these things, I'm in all of these press releases, right? So let's just say, let's pick a one. World Education News Network. Let's see if I can show you that. Um, I pick world news, right? So let's see if I can show you. When I click on that, it actually goes in there because all of those are clickable. And there it is. World Education News, right? So all of those press releases that you see, I write. So I write this. It will um, say Level Up Academy because that is my press release room. I have a press release room now that I can do press releases for anybody throughout the world. And I always test before I recommend something for you guys. Know that I always test it. And if it's CJ approved, that means it's good to go. So that's the reason why I basically make sure that I write for you and make sure that the press release room approved it. And I put anyone in here, whatever business that you have, whatever launch books that you have, I can put all of your information in here. And obviously, I put all my social media: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Yes, I have TikTok, right? I add videos in here as well, which is 100 dialects that I can put my courses, because I create courses as well in here. And so this is something that's super exciting. My website is on here. I can do the same thing for you. Just let me know what's going on in your life, in your world, that you want me to highlight. Okay. So enough of that. We're gonna go now, because we're at 9:15. We got only 15 minutes of announcements. We're gonna go now to our mystery guest. Are you guys ready? I hope you're as excited as I am. Okay, ready? Ooh.
This is CJ.
How are you?
I'm very fine. Thank you. How's been today?
Good. Busy. I have a migraine today, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. And the show must move on. How are you doing, sir? Where are you?
You know, you got this always. Migraine or no migraine, you must do what you need to do. You know, when you have the passion of making an impact or making a difference, even migraine cannot stop you. You know? Well,
Nope.
I'm doing well. I'm great. I'm joining you all the way from Nigeria in the west of Africa.
Awesome. I have a brother Ulu from Nigeria as well. So that's awesome. Yes.
Amazing.
Welcome. So I'm sure you are so famous everywhere else, but I want my network to get to know you. So who is Zion? What do you do?
All right. Well, as Dr. CJ has said, my name is Zion Inogiero, and people popularly know me as Mr. Positive Energy. Why? Because all I bring is positivity. All I bring is a positive vibe, the positive energy that can elevate you, support you, motivate you, and help you level up and become a better person. You know, it's so amazing to be here. And before I go forward, I want to make a big shout out to my fellow hands in the house who are listening, and to the amazing people in the audience joining us from all over the world. You know, it's such a privilege that you are here listening to us. We want to say a very big thank you. We do not take your presence here for granted, because you are part of the people that are making this possible. You are here, and that's why we are here. And that's why this show will keep coming on and on and on, because we know that you are there giving the support, giving the shout out from wherever you are. We want to say a very big thank you. My friends, let me tell you, it's all about positivity. We live in a time where positivity is not negotiable, a time where you have to embrace positivity, because why? There's so much negativity in the world. So much negativity. You know, people are soaked with this, people are being overwhelmed with negativity. But then we can change the narrative. You can change the narrative. I can change the narrative. We are not moved by what is happening to us. We are not moved by what is happening around the world. We have a say in this. And I tell you, it's a decision to stay positive. If I can stay positive, you too, you can stay positive.
We met in the audio room, actually, I think the very beginning. And it was a Christian prayer room, right? I think that's the first time that we met. And um, I was really moved by that, because people kill each other for religion. And for you to show up and not be afraid of who you are and what you believed in is so powerful, right? And I love it. I was like, I need more of that, Zion. And I'm a Christian, and I always will be. And I love that. Listen, my mom's a Buddhist, my dad's Catholic. I'm a born again Christian. So our families, like, we just don't talk about it in the dinner time, right? But really, you're serving one God and one purpose if you really think about it. Just like languages, there's so many different languages, and we somehow communicate through music, right? Through actions, through caring.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't really matter. It's just the mindset that you have if you're going to be limiting yourself or not. So thank you
Definitely.
so much for doing that. And I love positivity. I do want to ask you this question. Think back 20 years ago and find within your timeline some of the significant changes in your life that got you here where you are today. Tell me a little bit.
20 years back. Okay. Let me do some flashback now. Because thinking 20 years back is a whole lot. But then there is a summary for 20 years. I tell people where I am today being Mr. Positive Energy, it didn't just happen overnight. And being I wasn't always positive as it may. I wasn't always Mr. Positive. In fact, I'm coming from a place of negativity, a place where the experiences wasn't a funny one, because I came from a family where it was a polygamous home, and I was among the least. And growing up as a child, I was very sick. I was very sick. When you look at me, literally, you think this child is going to die in the next minute. You think I'm dying in the next minute, because it was as bad as that. So many ridicule, so many laughter, so many negative words, which as a young person soaked into my mindset, because it was a question of, can anything good come out of him? Look at the way he's looking. Can he amount to anything? And I tell you, those words has a great effect in my mindset. I used to think I'm not good enough. Coming from Nigeria, living in the west of Africa, with the old issues happening around, I used to think I'm not good enough. I used to think I cannot amount to anything because of what people have said, because of people's narrative about me. But I tell you, the journey of the last 20 years has been amazing. It's been remarkable. Coming from a family who, in quotes, financially not there yet, and so many struggles. And I tell you, I came from a family where nobody has ever gone to the university before. In fact, it was against the status quo. It was against the norm for you to even think about going to the university. It was as bad as that. So growing up in that setting, everybody has that mindset. Well, you cannot go to the university. Why? Because the finances is not there, the resources is not there for you to get there. But guess what? I had a mindset that there is nothing impossible to a man that believes. So if you are listening to the sound of my voice right now, there's something you want to do, there's anything you want to achieve. You might not have the resources right now. If there's one thing I want you to hold on to, is hold on to your belief. Because if you can believe, it can be possible. And that's all I had, my belief that, well, even though the people before me, generations before me, have not gone to the university, Zion can make a difference. I can change the narrative. I can level up so that other can level up with me. So with this mindset, I was making every effort as I can to go to the university. Then in the process of doing all this, I lost my dad. And it was challenging. It was very terrible, because when I say I lost my dad, for some persons it's just a dad. But for me, my dad was like three persons in one. It was my dad, my mentor, and my friend. So when I lost him, I lost three persons in one day. But let me tell you, it never stopped me from pursuing my vision and pursuing my goal of being the first graduate from my family. I had to work and school. Was it easy? It wasn't easy. Was it challenging? Yes, it was challenging physically, emotionally, and all way around challenges. But the challenges never stopped me, because I had the belief. I believe that, well, if I can think it, I can do it. If I can imagine it, it simply means I have the ability to get there. And I remember that was how the positivity was springing forth, was nurturing inside me. And let me give you the good news. I became the first graduate from the university. I became the first graduate, and it became a motivating factor when people saw that, whoa, so Zion can do this against all odds, against status quo. against the norm, then I too can do it. And I became an inspiration to not just my family, to everyone around me. And I tell you, my two younger sisters who believe because I believe too, they too are not graduated from the university because I broke the chain. I changed the narrative. I moved mountain and I leveled up. And I tell you, everyone around me has been leveling up. And from there onwards, it's been upwards. I've been growing gradually in my positivity. And then after graduation, you have to get a job and look for stuff like that. Then I stumbled on LinkedIn. Somebody told me, do you know Zion? LinkedIn is a platform where you can get jobs and all those things. I'm like, what, really? Yes. So I came on LinkedIn. In fact, I was applying for jobs. I applied for over 500 jobs and I got over 500 rejections. It was overwhelming because the main purpose of you coming on the platform, you are not getting it. I was quitting already. I told myself I cannot do this anymore. But remember, I had a belief that there is nothing impossible to a man that believes. And let me tell you, when I was navigating LinkedIn, I come across so many persons, and it dawned on me that there are many persons around the world who are going through so much. You know, it's not about the facial expression. It's not about what to talk about. Sometimes getting to know people personally, it helps you to know that people are going through so much. And with this, I was able to sit down and ask myself, somebody told you about LinkedIn, searching for jobs, but what have you found out? Now, I started knowing people, networking, because I love networking. Knowing different people from all over the world is a thing of joy for me, and it's always a privilege. And seeing that there are people going through a lot, and there is nothing being done about it. People in the state of depression, people committing suicide, people experiencing loneliness. And that was how the positive energy brand was being vetted. Now, why when it was better, it just came like a word. But I tell you, the word has become a movement, bringing thousands of people from all over the world together, uniting our positivity, uniting our energy so we can make an impact. And when I talk about positivity, we have a core value, the basic thing that drives us. And these are the core things of humanity, an element of love, of kindness, of compassion, of empathy, gratitude, and integrity. Let me tell you, love is the same everywhere. The same love in Nigeria is the same love in the US, is the same love in the UK, is the same all over the world. And people do not have the love as it is. You know, most people are lonely. There's nobody there to encourage them, to support them through their journey. But that's why we are there, to support you, to encourage you, to let you know that you are not alone. We are here for you. You are seen, you are heard, you are the most important person on this planet. Imagine we have billions of people on planet Earth, and we are telling you that you are the most important person. You matter, you are valuable, and you are part of this community. And that's what we are doing. And in sharing the love and kindness, we are doing it from a place of authenticity. I cannot stress this enough. When I started this journey, when I told some person that I'm from Nigeria, I get blocked. I have racist comments. People reject me like, well, you're from Nigeria. I don't have anything to do with you. You are black. Well, I knew myself, and I knew that authenticity and integrity is something that you cannot find anywhere else. It's not common in our generation today. People can cut the corner, people can bend the rules just to get it. But for we stand for authenticity, we stand for integrity. I never allowed that to discourage me. I kept telling people, I'm from Nigeria and I'm proud to call myself in Nigeria. And I tell you, that was a game changer for me. That was
I
a game
love that.
changer.
I love that because I know what Nigeria stands for, and I that this is what I also talk to Ulu, right? I think the problem with people is that we stereotype everybody, right? When one or two or three bad apples, the whole country is now guilty. The whole country, right? And so it is a sad state. And I love your positivity and your energy. And I think at one point or another, we all got rejected, right? And we keep going anyway because there's no other way. What are you gonna
Yeah.
do? Cry in the corner and be done with life because someone just said no to you? No, no means next opportunity.
Mhm.
No didn't say stop. No, N-O, next opportunity. That's it, right? You gotta, like you said, shift your mindset and really think about what you need to be doing rather than focusing on the negative energy on what you don't have. You said gratefulness. You're grateful that you did this. You're grateful that you're creating synergy for people. You're grateful for those rejections because now you pivoted and changed to where you need to be. You're grateful for the people that said no to you because now you're looking for people that will say yes to you. You're grateful for the people that looked you differently because you cannot change you, right? You can't change being in Africa. You can't change the color of your skin. You can't change you. So instead of changing you, you change your narrative by changing your mindset by looking for the tribe who
Absolutely.
actually accepts and celebrates you. And I love that. And thank you for doing that. I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be there's my sponsor right there, Hounds of Business Community and Susanna. Hounds of Business comes in at 4 tonight, or 4 in the afternoon with Mike Asherbrenner, and then my sister at 11 a.m. today. So hang on really quickly while I'll go over some of a little bit on what Level Up Academy is all about. I'll be right back, Zion. We'll be right back. Are you a curious student, eager to learn new skills and make your mark in the world? Or are you a professional seeking to advance your career and unlock your full potential? You need to be equipped with effective soft skills like communication, problem solving, teamwork, and more. The Level Up Academy by Doc Leland bridges the gap between education and employment through transferable skills training. Get the soft skills you need to be more effective at work. Aha, welcome back. So that is my mid show there in terms of Level Up Academy. So, Zion, tell me today, right now, are you still looking for a job or opportunity?
Amazing. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Great, great. Opportunity is endless because the more opportunity you have, the more impact you can make. And it's been an amazing journey and collaborating with so many persons, from fellow hands who is already in the house, meeting people like Dr. CJ, Mike, Kelvin, Susan, and amazing persons. It has always been a big opportunity for me. And, working with Kudos International, Black Tech Academy, and all these amazing people to make an impact. And yes, an opportunity to spread positivity, it's what I'm looking for. An opportunity to make more impact, an opportunity because it's all about collaboration, it's not competition. Collaborating with you for positivity, collaborating with you to reach every corners of the earth. Because the vision is to reach every corners of the earth with positivity, one person at a time. And any opportunity to do that, I'm welcoming it so we can make more impact together. And there's a popular saying, the more the merrier. So the more
that's
we work
true.
together, collaborating, the more impact we can make. So I'm open for opportunity out there where I can spread more positivity, where I can reach out to more people, spread the love, the kindness, the compassion to make a positive impact.
I love that. Now, let me shift a little bit. When people rejected you, that's a lot, 500 jobs. And it's not, you're not alone. Okay. I'm on that boat too. When I apply and we're like, what? You mean no one bite? Right. And we're not alone. There's a lot of people looking for a job out there. But when that moment you said, man, I'm rejected 500 times, how do you shift your mindset? These are for the people who are still stuck right now. These are the people who are still trying their best to find a new job. Maybe they're stuck in a job that they do not like. Maybe they're stuck in a job that they hate, right? What are some of the exercises or tips that you go through in your mindset shift to get you where you can stay positive despite of your adversity?
Great, great. Now, when it comes to positivity, it all starts from the mind. And I love what Dr. CJ said earlier, shifting the mindset. And I will always say this: when your mind is set, your life is set. So it's all about setting your mind. And one of the tools I use in setting my mind, even in the face of rejection, even in the face of going through unpleasant situation, is firstly gratitude. Gratitude. Gratitude is key for me, even when I keep spreading positivity. Because why? When you are grateful, it opens you up to see the lessons you can learn from every situation. Everything happens for a reason, and look for the reasons for everything that happened to you. For me, when I was going through those situations, I never thought, oh, anything good can come out of it as at that point. But using the eyes of gratitude, it made me understand this, that from your mess, you become a message. From your test, you become a testament. Having those rejection brought me to where I am today. Having those rejection has helped me change my mindset from a place of negativity to a place of positivity. Gratitude has helped me see that rejection as it is not rejection, it's redirection. Redirecting me from that place to somewhere else where I will be appreciated, where I will be accepted, where I will be loved. Probably you are in the point in your life right now where you are going through a place of rejection, where you are going through things that is not very pleasant for you. I want you to look at it from the eyes of gratitude. Because why? It takes a lot to be alive. For sometimes we complain about the things that we don't have, but what about the things you have? We should be grateful for that. Now, I'm going to share this quick story with you. A few years ago, I I slept in the same bed with my friend, and the next morning I woke up. My friend didn't wake up. Okay, my friend didn't wake up, and that incident changed my life. And it dawned on me that to be alive, it's priceless. For some of us, we are getting used to just being alive, that we forget that being alive, it's a miracle. So for the fact you are alive today, despite all you are going through, there is hope for you. There is hope for you. It's going to work, turn around for your good. No matter what you happen, there are lessons to learn. It's building you up. It's shaping your mindset for where you are going to. Aside practicing gratitude, one thing that has really helped me in going through the journey of difficulties and embracing change, rejection, is having a community of positive people. If you want to go faster, you can go alone. But if you want to go farther, go with people. People are the most important people in the world. There is nothing as important as people. You might have all the money, you might have all the resources, but then you still need people in your life. So do well to surround yourself with positive people, and you can find these people in hands of business. There are many persons like myself, like Dr. CJ, Mike, and everybody there in this community. We are here to support you, to encourage you along your journey, to help you go through life, because you don't deserve to go through all this alone. Having people who are there for you to tell you how amazing you are, to tell you how important you are. Sometimes you don't need the words, you just need a big hug. And we are there to give you that hug, to let you know, hey, brother, hey, sister, you are not alone. So
You
if
are
there's anything I would
loved.
encourage you, have a support system and practice gratitude. I tell you, these are few game changers for you that can help you shift your mindset to start living the life that you are supposed to be living.
Yes, I love that. And first of all, I'm so sorry that you experienced that. I think for me, the way I give my community back is because, like you said, being grateful, right? Be grateful. I'm also grateful for things that I don't have. I don't have cancer anymore. I had that in 2011. I don't have one of these days. I'm gonna say I don't have migraines anymore, but right now I still have migraines. I've been suffering eight. I used to suffer actually really bad, Zion, where I would vomit 19 times a day
Wow.
and I can't function. So I would turn off all the light. Like right now, this light is in front of me, but usually I would shut down because I can't function and I end up in the emergency room all the time. But when you get to that point, you're like, what is there? You just want to give up because it's just so painful. Like my entire. So I got MRI. It's basically like a scanning of your brain. So this frontal lobe of mine, all the way to the back, has white matter because it has so much trauma from pain. And I told my doctor, and I started laughing. He's like, you might lose your memory earlier than most people in the old age. I was like, that's okay. Some of my memories are painful anyway, so it's all good in the neighborhood. And he's like, what if you forget your kids? I'm like, so long as they don't forget me, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? You have to find ways to laugh about things. Don't be so serious all the time, right? You have to laugh at yourself. I laugh at myself all the time. I'm like, CJ, that was not even, and my daughter, she said I laugh like an anime. When I laugh, she recorded me, she posted me on her Instagram. Oh my God. And her friends are like, is your mom in like the anime show voiceover? Like her laugh is literally like anime. I was like, oh my God, stop. But I laugh at random things. I don't laugh at good jokes, apparently. And my daughter's like, Mom, that was funny. And I'm like, well, I don't think it was funny at all, you know? And so I started laughing that it wasn't funny. And she's like, Mom, you're so weird. Like, you didn't laugh at the right moment. I'm like, I tried, but it just didn't click on me. I don't know what to tell you. But don't be serious with yourself. Take it one day at a time. And you're right. Gratefulness is something that we all can practice. Kindness is something that we all can practice, right? And right now, here we are in abundance. We are in abundance. I was actually trying to ask my sister Susanna. I haven't asked her yet, but maybe we can do something about Sudanese. 80% of their population, it looks like, are eating dirt. Literally, the kids are eating dirt. They're malnourished, right? And I'm like, in America, we throw so much food we throw away. People are so abundant in here in food, and it's really expensive, but we're still in abundance. Imagine if they were just next door. We got to do something. I don't know what something is, but when I see those children that are eating dirt, literally dirt, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I prayed last night. I was like, God, please tell me, what do I need to do to help? Because we're not rich, and the rich people should help, but somehow they're not. They're just adding more wealth on their plate. Um, they definitely can use positive energy. So if you know any Sudanese out there who's on the ground, who needs help, please let us know how we can help, whatever it is. We could fundraise, we could, I don't know, try to bring food because food is basic. That's basic
Yes.
foundation. And it hurts my heart that we can't even help people with food, right? Um, I can't. I was just like having issues yesterday when I was looking at that. And I never watch news, but somehow it came up. I think it was on LinkedIn, actually. Thanks, LinkedIn. Because I don't even watch news. And I think it came out on LinkedIn about Sudan and what they're going through right now. I was like, man, we have famine, we have war. Now we can't even feed babies. What is happening? Right. And this is after COVID. We need to stop being so ungrateful. We need to stop nitpicking everybody. We need to stop fighting amongst ourselves because at the end of the day, we're all the same. We want love. We want to belong. We want to be accepted. We want to grow. We want to care. We want to show we care. All of these accolades, all of these other things, when you die, really does not matter.
True.
Doesn't. Your legacy, that's why I'm so big on books because that's the only thing that will surpass the lifetime, right? Your legacy as a person is never going to be repeated. You could have a twin. Doesn't mean you're the same. You're
True.
different. You are Zion. There is no other one. I'm CJ. There is no other one. How do
Absolutely.
we make sure we leave that legacy of compassion, positive energy, gratefulness? Right, people, right. Okay. Keep writing, whether you're in our anthology or you're self-published. Write, people, write. And this is the time where technology's in our side where you can do it. Right? There's 8 billion people. We got a whole lifetime. Zion, you and I have a whole lifetime to make a change for other people's lives, whether they're going through some things and pain. And like I said, my migraine level right now is 8 out of 10, painful, but that's not going to stop me because I'm going to continue to inspire and encourage people never give up. Never. And if someone tells you you're not good enough, that's their problem, not yours.
Exactly.
You don't know me. If someone tells you, oh, you're not good enough to do this, oh, yeah? Okay, that's your opinion. Bye. Right? You don't need those negative people. And people, you have to also watch for those friends who cheers you on, right? Publicly. But deep inside, they're digging a hole for you to get shoved you in there. You got to watch for those people,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But how do we navigate life where we can stay positive? Like you said, be yourself, be authentic. There's no other way. Everything else is taken. Everybody else is taken. Susanna's
Yes.
taken, Danielle's taken, Mike's taken. Why do you want to be them? You don't. You be yourself, right?
Yes.
Now, I have my last questions that I usually ask. And I'm sure I already know what you're going to say, but maybe you'll surprise me. If this is your last day today on this earth, Zion, what would be your parting message to your current and future families in terms of living life, legacy, and impact?
Hmm. That's a big one. And for me, I think it's something I've thought over again and again when talk about living the legacy. Because at the end of the day, we all have a short life to live here on earth. Nobody lives forever. You know, if at most in this time probably over 100 or 120, then you are gone. But then having making a positive impact in the world, changing people's life. Like you said, you mentioned about the people in Sudan. It takes someone with their heart to think about that. There are many persons like you who listen to such news and they just pass by without blinking an eye. But because you have a heart, you have to whoa, there are people in Sudan who are going through this. What can I do? What impact can I make to make such impact in their life? Now to my future families, to my future grandchildren and great grandchildren who might watch this video in years to come, I just want to encourage you that at the end of the day, what truly matters in life, it's not the amount of money you have in your bank account. It's not the resources you might have at your disposal. It's not the material possession you have acquired while you live on earth. It's how you have used those to make an impact in people's life. It's how you have used those resources to make a positive change in people's life. Now look around you. There are people who might be going through a lot in your cycle, in your streets, in your corners, even in your house. Wherever you do, make sure you're spreading kindness, make sure you're spreading love, make sure you are making a positive impact, because those are the things that truly matters in the world. The world can have enough of money, the world can have enough of finances, enough of resources, enough of material things, but the world can never have enough of love. The world can never have enough of kindness. The world can never have enough of compassion, because these are the core values of humanity. And the more we spread it, the more we make humanity better, and the more we can make a positive impact in the world.
I love it. It was almost 1,300 people watching us live. So thank you, YouTube. Thank you, LinkedIn, and thank you, YouTube, and thank you, Hounds of Business. And my sisters and brother Mike is here, sister Susanna, sister Crystal, sister Sindel. Thank you guys so much for being here and your message. And Zion, I wish you the best because you are the beacon of hope for people wherever they are. Technology makes it happen for us, right? You if without
Absolutely.
technology we wouldn't hear about you. We wouldn't see
Sure.
you,
Sure.
right? But in a pool of sea of people who are suffering out there, I pray that you guys will find comfort and solace and love and kindness and
Yes.
compassion. I don't want to cry, but it just hurts my heart when I see those kids. I have really heart for kids, and I get so emotional about it because it's just that hunger. I've seen famine. I've seen people. I grew up in the Philippines, third world country, and when I see kids hungry, I can't handle it. It's one thing adults, but children, they don't deserve that to come in this country. We have so much, and then I see other people not even eating. I can't. We have to do something. I don't know what, but we will do something that I pray that they'll find comfort.
Yeah, it's amazing you said that, Dr. CJ. It's all about collaboration. Sometimes you don't have to do too big, but each and every one of us coming together, having the same heart like this to make an impact. And we can, if we want to truly do it, we can do it, from our working together, our collaborating together, we can make a difference. Because for me, one thing is I believe in action. I believe in action, taking action, because action is what makes the difference. We live in a world where many persons are talking, 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 but only a few are taking actions to do things like that. We can start a fundraising, for the children in Sudan, you know, just to make an impact and provide food at their table. I tell you, food is very, very important. For me, I know what it takes to be hungry. I know what it is to be without food because growing up as a child, I had those experiences. So when I see children hungry without food on their table, it takes me back to my childhood, and I'm like, wow, I know what it means. So making an impact, making a difference starts with you. It starts with me. And I believe we can do so much more to reach out to those kids, not just in Sudan, but every part of the world. Because the truth is, these things are happening every corner of the earth. It's happening around the world. It's happening around the world. As I'm speaking to you right now, there might be people in the US, in the UK, in Asia, in other parts of the world who might not have food in their table, to eat at this very, very moment. But we can make a difference. We can make an impact. It's all about collaboration. It's all about working together to see that we can put food on their tables.
Yeah. Food is basic. I'm like, I can't even. Food is basic. And it's something that it's just hard for me to grasp, and I'm thinking, okay, we'll plant food. Well, you can't plant when it's all desert. Like there's no water. So how are you going to plant anything? You know what I mean? I'm like, we can give them seeds. I was really thinking yesterday, I'm like, I could ask my family to give them seeds, and I'm like, wait, how are they going to plant, CJ? There, it's literally the desert. Like I can't. So I was like, okay, we got to do something. I don't know what. And you're right, even in the US we have people who are suffering, right? Our veterans here in the US, I have a heart for them too. My husband's not in the military, but they are also suffering mentally, right? And so I'm going to take this moment for, I would say, 3 minutes to just do breathing exercise. So breathe with me, Zion. Are you ready?
Of course, I'm ready.
Okay. We're going to do 10 breathing. So what we do is we do 3 and 5, 3 and 5, meaning you inhale for 3 seconds and you exhale for at least 5 seconds, right? Ready? And
Yes,
not
ready.
through your mouth, through your nose. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Ready? And go. One more time. One more time. One more time. Two more. One more. All right. Now we're going to do this physical activity that I do when I'm like really tense. So we're going to hold our heads to the right side for 5 seconds and feel the stretch. 5 seconds all the way to your neck. You could feel it on your shoulder until you feel it in your shoulder. And try to imagine all that energy out, all the negative energy out. Slowly go back to the center. Do it on the other side until you feel that tension in your neck. Stretch all the way as far as you can. Imagine all of that energy out. Pay attention to your breathing. Slowly go in the front. Go ahead and put your head down. Stretch as much as you can. Pay attention to your breathing. Imagine all that stress out, negative energy out. Slowly head back to the center and do one all the way back to your neck. Stretch that neck. Pay attention to your breathing. And then head back down. Right in the center. We're going to do one more time to the right side. Stretch your neck all the way to your right. Feel that tension. Let go of negative energy. Take a deep breath. Exhale negative energy. Inhale positive. Slowly go back to the front. Do it on your left side. Inhale positive energy. Exhale negative. Slowly go in the front. Put your head all the way down. Stretch all the way to your back, all the way to your spine. Take a deep breath. Hold it. And then exhale. One more time. Slowly move to the front and do the back. Put your neck and your head all the way to the back. Inhale. Hold it. Positive energy. and then come back to the front. How do you feel, Zion?
Whoa. I feel I feel more positive actually. I feel excited. That was amazing.
Woo! I needed that. I needed to get pause because I was like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. That's what I do at least for 5 minutes when I get stressed out. I always just think your brain and your mind is so powerful.
Yes.
It can literally make you or break you, right?
Absolutely.
So when you're in that negative space of your life, take 5 minutes of yourself and just do breathing exercise and focus that movement, and just stretch. Um, and it helps, especially if you're sitting down in your computer and you just kind of do the breathing and walking through that. Well, any last advice to anybody out there before we end?
Yes. I will end with this because for me, it's all about positivity. And I always say this in my shows and whenever I go for events to speak. It's when you are positive, you are possible. And in positivity, there is endless possibilities for you. Whatever you approach with a positive mindset, I tell you, you can achieve it. Do well to lay your foundation in positivity because a business that is built on positivity is a business built for possibilities. A family built on positivity is a family built on possibility. So whatever you are building, make sure you build it on positivity because why? You've just built on possibility. So that's my last word for everyone. Stay positive. Positivity is a game changer.
I love it. It's all in the mindset. To me, my last thing for you guys, my parting words for the day is that if you want to lead, lead with your mind. But when you lead with your friends, lead with your heart. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you. I will see you around in the hounds. Bye, everybody. Say bye, Zion.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching another episode of Level Up Academy today, brought to you by your none other host, Dr. Leland. Please do not forget to hit subscribe or push that notification bell so anything that we have an activity on at Level Up Academy, you will be the first one to know. If you would like to be a guest in our podcast, both on the MP3, audio only, and also here on live in our YouTube channel, please let me know. DM me. Let's connect. Have a fantabulous day. Bye, everybody.